Welcome back to my channel and another jaw surgery update video. So we're on week 9 post-surgery and we just finished Christmas. So that actually wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. We had ham and like sweet potatoes and all that stuff, and I was able to eat everything. I'm just really slow. So that was the last one, and then my jaw was sore afterwards. But otherwise, we were good. The only thing I couldn't eat was like cookies, like hard cookies. Like, you know when they come out of the oven and they're super soft, but then you leave them for a day or two and they get really hard? Can't eat those, but that's probably not a bad thing. So that was how Christmas went. Things are getting easier to eat. We're gonna try pizza on Saturday, so we'll see how that goes. I'll let you know. And for the opening, I can now fit 13 sticks in my mouth. So it's getting there. I don't really know what's a good milestone of sticks. I have my appointment on Monday, so we'll see if they're impressed or not by my progress. But yeah, that's really all of the update. Obviously you can see my face. It feels less poofy, but I don't know. It's coming along. So yeah, we're still working on that. But this morning it actually felt better. So I think it's slowly coming along. And then I was looking at photos of myself anyway, and I think I just had a fat face before. I think it was chubby. So that's that. But today's episode, I have my fiance coming from the living room to the kitchen table to talk about his experience with the jaw surgery. I think it was pretty easy, but we'll let him explain himself. Oh, hi.
It's the Cooper
Hello.
Man. It's the Bruceys. Hey, how's it going, YouTube?
Okay, so today we have a special guest. 2 special guests because Cooper's here. I have Christopher here to share his side of the jaw surgery story. First, I just had one question, and then I was like, well, maybe he should just come on and explain what it's like to be on the other side of jaw surgery, in case anyone has a husband or boyfriend or someone who has to, or girlfriend or wife, to be a part of it. So that's what we're talking about today. So do you want to just start by saying, how do you feel about jaw surgery? How was the experience for you?
The experience was, it was okay. At first, I thought it was just another, I don't know, dental thing that she did. I've never had anything done to my teeth, so I had no idea what was it even about. And she said all along, oh, I got to get this jaw surgery. And it's like, oh, okay, it's not a big deal. And it wasn't a big deal until
The day before.
When she explained to me like exactly what was going on. And obviously it makes sense, you know, obviously jaw surgery, but I guess just the details that she provided her and the amount of time she had to stay at the hospital, it kind of all hit me then like, oh, wow, this is actually pretty serious. And finally got some information on exactly what they were doing. And I think that's when it was like, wow, like this is going to be crazy. And scared you a little bit too, even getting the details from the doctor.
Yeah, I didn't know the details till the day before either, really.
Yeah, so it was kind of like an eye-opener for both of us. And then obviously with COVID, I work, so I couldn't go to the hospital I didn't end up going at all because her parents went. She was only there for...
I was there for 4 days.
4 days, yeah. So, I mean... It was just tough. Like I wasn't supposed to. It was early on. COVID was kind of crazy then, and I don't know.
It was only a month and a half ago.
Yeah, but it was like at the peak. It seemed, you know, then like where you shouldn't go to the hospital if you don't need to.
Yeah.
Right. So I have to go to work every day. So like it was a risk that I didn't really want to do. So I didn't end up going. Not because I didn't support her, but no offense, she couldn't even talk. So I mean, you just go there to stare at her, like.
You never got to see me in the hospital.
Yeah, I don't think I really needed to. Yeah. I saw your pictures and your FaceTime, so I mean, you couldn't say a single word, and you just wanted to sleep. So,
anyway,
so I didn't go. But yeah, when she came home, the initial reaction was it was what I expected. By that time, I saw enough photos. She told me all the information the day before. Her surgery, so I kind of had a better idea then. And so when she came home, it wasn't really like, oh, like the doctor said, like you might be surprised of how different she looks. And like obviously her face was super puffed up and she had ice packs all around her face, and I don't know, it just looks like she got hit by a train, to be honest with you. But I kind of expected it at that point, so it wasn't a super shocker.
Yeah. Well, and like you guys know, I was at my parents' house for 2 weeks because Chris had to work.
Yeah.
So I just stayed there, and so he just came to visit me.
Yeah.
Every few days.
So I went there as much as I could because I worked long hours overnight, so it wouldn't have been fun by herself at home. So yeah, like, I don't know, it wasn't that big of a shocker, but so the first 2 weeks was probably the worst. And I mean, I got lucky thanks to her parents, I guess you could say, on my end, because I have to work.
Yeah, you don't have to do anything.
I'm away quite a bit for work. So, I mean, every kind of couple days I saw her, there was already significant progress. And so I didn't have to deal with the initial 2 weeks, which I would imagine would have been the worst. I don't know. You could probably answer that better, but.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really do much though.
Yeah.
So it was more just like.
But like pain wise, that was at its peak for sure. Like, and so dealing with that is tough.
Yeah.
And just like being around people.
Yeah.
Would be hard.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, the first 2 weeks, I mean, I was there pretty much every other day. So I did see her lots, but she couldn't even talk still. So it was pretty boring meets. But what can you expect? And then after the 2 weeks, that was when you came home, and yeah, it was pretty smooth. Honestly, I don't know. Maybe it's different, but she killed it with the recovery. Like, she was a trooper. There was no pain meds. There was no complaints. She was still, you know, I would bug her like, oh, well, your hands and legs still work. So like, you know, there's lots you can do.
That was a level of sympathy you're at.
Yeah, I won't lie. There wasn't much sympathy, you know. I mean, it's an optional surgery. So I mean, how much sympathy can I have? No, but I did feel bad. It's tough, you know. It was tough. She can't sleep. That was probably the hardest, I think, for my side of things, was going to bed like with her like sitting up like a zombie, and like you just know she's just like staring at you, like she's above you, like because I'm lying flat and she's sitting up halfway up the headboard, yeah. And so that was a little bit strange. Took a little while to get to, but I mean, you just turn the opposite way and it's fine. But knowing she also wasn't like in a deep sleep at all ever is kind of weird. She didn't sleep very well, so early on. But no, I mean, overall, it wasn't that bad on my end. Obviously, there wasn't, like, I did everything I could. It was tough watching her use the syringe to eat food. That was hard. And that was probably the other hardest thing, is just like eating like my normal food with her, but she's like syringing things. And it's just like.
Everyone became aware of what they were eating.
Yeah, you kind of like really appreciate the food you get to eat for sure. But yeah, you just stay positive, like, oh, it's not forever, you know, you're gonna get to eat, you know, regular food eventually. So
eventually,
there's an end in sight, and but that was hard but I tried to use it myself. Like I wasn't, as much as I could, not like ordering any, you know, yummy food that she would enjoy.
He wasn't allowed having pizza.
Yeah, pizza was a big thing.
Once.
I had it one time, but I mean, so that probably would have been the other hardest thing, is just, you know, I just tried to stick to healthy, kind of more boring food, so she wasn't really jealous of the food I was eating. And I ate some of the food with her that she was having, just to like try it.
Yeah, but no.
I wasn't syringing it. I wouldn't go that far, but I would eat some of the lentil soups and stuff that we'd have together, just to kind of balance things out. But
yeah, and then he had to get his wisdom teeth out like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I did get my wisdom teeth.
And so he had 2 days of not being able to eat.
And I was the biggest baby for those 2 days. That was the first mouth thing I've ever had done. Any kind of surgery, anything. Not even a cavity filled, nothing. You know, like that was like the first. And I was the biggest baby ever. Honestly, 2 days I felt like it was the end of my life. They got these 2 teeth balls. Like, oh, what do I do? How do I eat? Like, what do I? And she's been on 6 weeks, you know, but it was nice. She had endless amount of supplies of syringes, so I could clean the openings, you know, where my teeth got pulled. So that was great.
Yeah, and had lots of soft foods. We had
tons of soft foods. It was amazing. So we didn't have to like go buy anything different. But yeah, and we're still not eating.
No, we're gonna have pizza.
We're
on
trying
Saturday.
pizza. Yeah,
we're gonna try it.
Yeah,
but yeah, we're learning.
But the overall experience was, I don't know if it was her. She might be different than a lot of people, but she was an absolute warrior and made it seem very easy. Whereas I feel like myself, if I was in her position, like I would have been absolute biggest baby. I would have made everybody else's life very hard. But you know, she did not do that. So it was pretty smooth, I will say. It was pretty smooth on my end. But I work a lot, so
Yeah.
that did help.
Yeah. So that's kind of where we're at now. But the one thing I wanted to ask you, because I think it's funny, because I can't feel my lips or my chin still, and I can't really use my lips. So how is it kissing? Because to me, it feels really weird because I can't feel half my lips. So I don't know what I'm doing.
I mean, now, like, we didn't really kiss at all.
No.
Like for the probably like we were just like small little, you know.
But yeah, probably for like a month.
Yeah.
Because it hurt.
But we would only like give one kiss when we were saying goodnight, or if I was leaving her parents, you know.
Yeah.
So we didn't kiss very much during the early stages because there was just too much going on in her face, and
my lips were huge.
Yeah, her lips were massive. Her cheeks were big, and she had this big ice pack over her face, and I'm just like, yeah, like.
You're like, bye, I'll see you later.
Yeah, we'll see you later, yeah. Well, you're eventually going to get the kiss again. So, but no, now I don't really feel any different. No. It doesn't feel weird at all, no.
That's good.
Yeah.
Because it feels weird.
Yeah, I mean, the braces still, like, you know, she had them on for a long time, but they're kind of funny. I won't lie.
Yeah, we still have 6 months. So.
But I'm used to them, so. Yeah, no, it really doesn't change much.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is the jaw surgery. That's Chris's advice for the partner of the jaw surgery.
It was not that bad.
It's not that bad. Everyone's going to be okay. Just have a little more sympathy, probably.
It's an optional surgery, right? So.
Yeah. But that's all today. If you have any more questions for Chris, or if your partner has any more questions for Chris, let me know because he can answer them.
I'll try my best.
That is all. So thanks for watching, and see you next week without my guest of honor.